Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest here today. Most of you will see this side of her for the first time. Once you recognize the name, you'll understand why you'll only see this side for the first time. Because you normally only see the back of her head because she runs much faster than you. Here we go. Who are you and what do you do for a living?
I'm Marika. I'm a physiotherapist, which is also what brought me here.
Fantastic. And obviously, I said that you can run very fast. What sort of sports do you do in school and after school? Explain your sporting career for us a bit.
Okay, so at high school level, I ran track and cross country, and I managed to get my Springbok colours when I was in grade 11.
Yes, right.
Yeah, so that was nice. And then after school, I got a scholarship to the University of Tulsa, that's in Oklahoma, in the US of A.
Nice.
So I ran there for 3 years and studied sports science. And yeah, came back and did physio here at Tuks.
Okay, so obviously you gave us a very short version of your running career. Can you explain your biggest, or elaborate about your biggest achievement in your sporting career then, please?
So I'd say I set up a new track record for the 3,000 steeplechase at Tulsa.
Steeplechase, that is the one with the hurdle.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
and the water jump, so you're pretty much a horse.
Yeah.
And then I would say, we did Southern Regional Champions in Mauritius, and I got 7th. Unfortunately, they only chose the top 6 for Worlds, though. So
Yeah, well, she doesn't say she actually had an injury when she went over
I
there.
ran with a torn hand.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it was a half one-legged race for Marika, and she just missed the cutoff. And did you ever wonder if you could go back and do it again?
I did, but then I lie down and the
Wait for the
I wait for the feeling to pass.
to pass. I like most of us. That's like me. When I think of running, I do the same. I sit down a bit and wait for the feeling to pass. Then I go pick something heavy up. All right. So that was your sports and your biggest achievements. You obviously started training with us last year, more or less around this time, maybe a bit later to do September. And how has your progress been in this last almost a year now?
Yes. Well, I would say quite a bit. I guess when you start fresh and you don't really have a background with CrossFit, you get a lot of PRs initially. But I've learned a lot about my weaknesses and stuff that I need to work on. So, yeah,
that's typical of the game. You will always find the weak spots. And do you have a favorite and a least favorite exercise?
I would say my favorite is probably anything with running.
Yeah.
So the mile and the bleep test was great for me. But my least favorite would be anything overhead, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because of my shoulder range and stuff.
And what is your mile time over here?
It was a 6:30, I think.
6:30. And your bleep test?
Just under the 12 minute. What was that? 11?
No, wasn't it 12? Let's quickly have a quick look here. Bleep? Oh, there we go. 11, 12. So just under 12. One more level and she would have broken into the 12s. Yeah, that is a big one. There's not many people that do that. Definitely.
I can't use my hamstring as an example.
As an example, it's not an excuse anymore. And tell me, how did you come across us and why did you start training with us?
Helga actually brought me here. We used to work together.
Yes.
And she just said one day, listen, I know you said you're not running a lot anymore. Don't you want to do something else? So I said, yeah, why not? And then she brought me for a class, and it was just me and her new at the time. And it was such a nice day. I actually thought, hey, I can do this stuff. And I got hooked, and here I am.
Nice, great.
I'm doing this more now than running.
Yeah, well, you need a bit of this to help the running,
Yeah.
as long as you don't get too heavy if running is your priority.
That's true.
But I mean, the balance is nice. To lift stuff and do gymnastics and be able to run is nice.
Definitely, yeah.
And do you have any future goals here by us?
At the moment, I just want to really work on those weaknesses that I talked about earlier.
Yeah,
before I,
the overhead weaknesses now.
like before I talk about weights and gains or anything like that. I really just want to be able to snatch properly, clean and jerk properly. So form, I would say, is my goal for now.
Form and mobility obviously comes before form. That comes after that. All right, and now the tricky question: who is your box rivals? Who do you chase or challenge unknowingly?
Look up to, I guess.
No, not look up to. You challenge them unknowingly in a workout.
Sure. It depends on who's in the class at the time.
Yeah.
Sure, that's hard to say. I would say I like to chase Helga just because she was also the one who introduced me.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, fantastic.
Sorry, Helga.
And then the next question is, would you be able to outplank Helga? Yeah, Helga.
Outplank.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a tough ask, but I might want to try that.
All right, so let's set up the challenge. So Helga, just interestingly enough, Helga did say you are the one that she also challenges when she does the.
Game on, brother.
So now the names have been said, so the challenge is out there.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes open. We'll have a plank challenge between the two of them shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a bit more about Mareike. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, for the whiteboard, we have a Tabata for the warm-up, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest for 8 rounds, as many double unders or single unders as you can in 20 seconds. I recommend trying your double unders so you can practice them. Even if you can just do one every 20 seconds, it's a start. After your double under for warm-up, you do 5 ring dips or 5 box dips, 5 ground to overhead, 5 air squats, and 5 leg raises. Give me 3 rounds. Conditioning for today: in 1 minute, do 5 burpees, then as many ring dips or box dips as you can. Rest 30 seconds and repeat for 7 rounds. Only the dips counts toward your score. The workout is a 400-meter run into 5 rounds of 15 ground to overhead with an odd object, 15 air squats or 15 pistol squats, 15 hanging straight leg lifts or toes to bar, lying leg raises as a scale, into 400-meter run for time. Your stretching for today: shoulder stretch, 1 minute hold, butterfly sit, 1 minute hold with 15 flaps, ab stretch, toes to the head if you can, that's very advanced, 1 minute hold. Hope you guys have a great day. See you tomorrow.